dang it! I recorded all that. I recorded all of that without my microphone on. God dang it! Well, that sucks. All right, so let's do that again. Okay. Well, that's gotta be the great start to a YouTube video. Okay, so hello and welcome everyone back to another stream, or if you're watching this on YouTube, another video. So this is certainly different. We will be watching the Persona 4 Revival broadcast that was released yesterday on June 18th. Um, and like I said before, I realized that I wasn't even talking to a microphone. I haven't seen this yet. I've only seen like the first 30 seconds of it. So I don't know what to expect aside from the fact that it's Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden and is basically a remake. And if you don't know, Persona 4 Golden is my favorite game of all time. So I'm obviously gonna have a strong bias towards it. But with that in mind, what I hope to see are changes to not only like gameplay and like the art style, which it seems like that they are obviously going that route, but overall some hopefully some minor tweaks and changes between like I don't expect them to have done this between their last trailer and this, but eventually when the game comes out, hopefully some tweaks to like some of the smaller stuff like I saw around the internet that one of the main critiques of it was that it, the character portraits whenever they talk seemed a bit flat, and I think that's a fair assessment because they do seem a bit undershaded, and I hope they do like either not necessarily address it, but try to either make the presentation of the game overall stupendous that it almost doesn't matter, or that they just charm our way into that kind of art style, either one, or the third option just fix up the shading. That's it. But who knows? Who knows? We shall see. But anyway, if you like me or my content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you're watching this on Twitch, follow me and just chat with me as I do stream every day except for Saturdays, playing a variety of games, but thus far we've only played Persona 4, Arena Ultimax, and Marvel Snap. But we can always change things up from time to time. But anyway, yeah, just come on over whenever you want to. Um, of course, I always have a schedule on my Twitch, so if you don't know when I stream, you can always check that. But anyway, yeah, that's basically all I had to say. So let's go ahead and get started with watching this Persona 4 revival broadcast. I'm excited. I am super excited. All right, let's go. That is not the right button. Whoopsies. All right, there we go. All right. Hopefully the
Hello everyone.
that's Reach Out to the Truth.
Persona 4 Revival
Hell yeah.
broadcast. This program introduces Persona 4 Revival, launching on February 18th, 2027.
And yeah, the presentation
P4R
looked
for
pretty
short.
consistent with how they did Persona
But
3
first,
Reload.
let's talk about the Persona series.
Ooh.
Each title in the series is a standalone story with its own story and characters. Each can be enjoyed without needing to play in order. Persona 4 specifically is set in a quaint rural town. It boasts enduring popularity both domestically and internationally thanks to its catchy elements and pop atmosphere.
I wonder who the
The
new
upcoming
singer is
release
for
of
this song.
P4R is a full remake of the fan-favorite title, Persona 4. Whether you've played the original or not, we'll be sharing plenty of details about what makes P4R
Dude,
special,
I love Persona 4
including
music
its
so much. I
exciting
hope they
new
remake
features.
like all
So
Persona 4
be sure to
music.
stay with us
Like
until
not
the
just the
very
Golden
end.
and Persona 4 Vanilla music, but also like the arena music and
The
the
game
Dance
takes
All Night
place in
music.
the rural Japanese town of Inaba, The protagonist,
okay.
a teenager
Nice.
who has just moved to this peaceful
It
town,
would really show up here.
hears rumors of the urban legend known as the Midnight
It
Channel.
looks like they did do a
You
little
ever
more
heard
shading
of the
on
Midnight Channel?
They say that your soulmate will appear
A little
if
more
you stare
shading
into a
on their,
television set on a rainy night.
them, but I don't know.
The protagonist gets curious and investigates this rumor.
Yeah,
He
there's
is
a
pulled
little
into
more
a
shading
mysterious
on,
alternate
on
world
their
hidden
portraits
inside them.
I'm seeing. Yeah, see,
There he
there's a
uncovers
little more
clues
shading.
tied
Okay.
to the serial
And it
murders
seems like they
and
are
encounters
fixing
strange
it a
creatures
bit.
known as shadows.
Troublemaker's been throwing people in here. It's becoming a huge problem.
They attack
Man,
anyone
they
who
really
enters
changed
this other
Teddy's
world.
voice. Wow.
Cornered by a shadow, he awakens to the power within his heart, his persona. The protagonist then
Interesting.
forms an investigation team, setting out to uncover the truth behind the serial murders and unravel the mysteries of the Midnight Channel.
Me too. Which means that we also gotta catch whoever's tossing people in here.
And so begins an unforgettable year filled with friendship, adventure, and mystery in a quiet country town.
I'm liking that they're like
Let me
embracing the
introduce the
cutscenes
members
of this.
of the investigation
this.
team.
Ooh.
First up is the protagonist. A sophomore in high school who, due to his parents' circumstances, has been sent to live with his uncle in Inaba. He's caught up in a series of mysterious murders and awakens to the power of his persona.
Oh, well, we did our first look at Yu and Ko. Not Yu and Ko. To and Daisuke. excuse
Yosuke
me.
Hanamura, the protagonist's classmate. Cheerful and reliable, he considers himself
I'm
as a
curious
team's
on their voice
strategist.
actors. I want
As
to
a
know
group's
about
mood
them.
maker,
Like,
he helps steer discussions and piece together
I would
clues
not be
during their
surprised if
investigations.
Yosuke was voiced by Alex Lee.
Let's do everything we can, partner.
That would make a lot of sense to me, all things considered.
Chie Satonaka, an energetic girl who sits
Let's
next
go,
to the
Chie!
protagonist. Friendly, passionate, and driven by a strong sense
Oh,
of
it looks
justice,
like they're
she
giving them
loves
more
kung fu
facial
movies
expressions,
and
too.
meat.
Oh, look at how sassy she looks.
Excuse me, another fried rice with extra meat, please.
Yukiko Amagi, the protagonist's classmate and Chia's childhood friend. She is the only daughter
The
of a
narrator
long-established
sounded a
inn
bit
and a standout
stiff
figure
on
at
that-
school.
stiff
She's
on his,
responsible, but she also
pronunciation
has
of
a bit of a
Yukiko.
spacey side
Yukiko
and often leans on
Amagi.
Chia for support.
I want to wear these instead. Look, I even get a nose guard.
In addition to the investigation team, you'll meet many other unique characters.
How do you take yours?
Yeah.
Perhaps I'll pluck
Oh
that head
man,
right off.
like a Margaret.
One of them is the mysterious Marie. She may seem unfriendly and aloof, but in reality, she has a curious and outgoing personality. It seems she has some secret hobby she can't tell anyone about.
Why do you need to spend youth, though? Don't you have anything better to do?
Now that I'm getting
Just what kind of people will you meet, and what kind of relationships will you build? Enjoy the personal stories that unfold in Inaba City.
Well, guess I had to go
Wow,
smack
aren't
those
you-
muggers around, huh?
Kanji looks good. Wow, like his
During
actual
his year
model
in
looks
Inaba,
really
the
good.
protagonist moves between two worlds, creating unforgettable memories while pursuing the truth behind the case.
Tell me why you did it.
In the real world, he lives a life of a Japanese teenager.
Oh wow, this Mr.
Daily
Hassoi's
life and
portrait.
encounters with people lead to the growth
They're
of
actually
both the
giving
protagonist
they're
and
giving
his
portraits
persona.
to the
Hey, I'm no man.
to the teachers. I love that.
In the alternate world within the Midnight Channel, the investigation team uses personas strengthened by real-world experiences to battle shadows,
I'm loving that
exploring
they're
and
actually
taking on
making
the
these
challenge
dungeons
of
like
solving the case.
Let's beat
big
'em up.
dungeons and like feeling like you
Life
know
as a
their own
teenager is
space
full
rather
of
than
new
just another
experiences
dungeon with a
and
different
encounters.
aesthetic.
From school activities
Well,
and
there's-
events to after
okay.
school, there are countless
They
ways
even
to
have
spend your time.
Let's play hide
Hanako
and
in there.
seek. You're it.
Studying, working part-time, hanging out with friends, or forming new relationships.
There's a little fox
Inaba's
too.
abundant nature also offers experiences unique to the town. By interacting and deepening your bonds with the townspeople,
Let's go,
you can
Jay.
build your social links.
Yeah, of course it is.
As your bonds grow stronger, your persona abilities will improve. You'll acquire skills that give you advantages in battle, and your power to fight in this other world will grow.
Oh, by the way, I was thinking...
All voice acting in this title has been newly recorded, and not only the main story.
Who is Yukiko?
Each
That
social
sounds a lot
link
like
and
Erica
new event
Mendez,
will be
but I'm not
fully
sure who that
voiced.
is.
We hope you enjoy the even more captivating encounters and daily life.
Tempted to make it my own.
As you
I
gain more
wonder if the
experience,
voice
the
actors have been
protagonist's
announced
social
already.
stats
I don't
will
know.
be refined. Depending on these parameters, the part-time jobs you can take on and the range of social links you can have will vary. Who you meet and what you do, your choices will help the protagonist grow. The alternate worlds depicted on TV take on
The back of the
various
TV,
forms.
yeah.
The shadows roam
Not my
these
favorite
realms.
song in the Persona 4 soundtrack, but you know, I think it's
Your
fine.
mission is to explore these worlds, battle the shadows, and rescue missing people.
You all came to rescue me?
If you attack when the shadow is off guard, you can
the
start the
hell is
battle
that-
with a
that
preemptive
block
strike
thing?
and gain the upper hand.
Okay.
You can win this!
On the other hand, if you are attacked by a shadow,
Ugh.
they will strike first, so
That's
you must
brutal.
be careful.
Oh, crap!
I'm loving that they're giving the shadows more
A
dimension
new
and
guard action has been added in this game.
more texture to them. It
You
looks
can guard
shiny and
against attacks
slimy,
and strike while the shadow
whereas,
is flinching,
whereas you
or
know,
avoid combat altogether.
in the older
Use
games,
strategy to
they were
navigate
just
this
kind of like
alternate world.
actual shadows.
Battles are turn-based command battles. If you hit a shadow's weak point, it will go down, and you can take another turn.
And of course, they added baton pass in this. I know that.
Furthermore, if you knock down all the shadows, you can initiate an all-out attack, dealing massive damage.
That looks so cool. I love this all-out attack animation stuff. And
In this game, new features have
I
been
love
added
that.
to this
it's
turn-based
like
battle
it actually
system,
follows the one who
evolving into an
initiates the
even
all-out
more
attack. It's
exhilarating
really
and
cool.
intense battle experience.
Send flying baton
Use
pass in
send
prime
flying on
time.
a shadow afflicted with a status ailment to spread that
Oh
ailment
wow, they
to nearby
added
enemies.
Kodama as a persona in this game. Interesting.
When battling multiple shadows,
Kodama,
look
I
for
believe.
opportunities to knock them back and take them
And
all
well,
down
the
at
Sandman.
once.
Sandman was already in this game.
You sent him flying!
Coordinate with your team to chain knockbacks. Baton Pass makes it easier to team up with allies to take down enemies. Experience
yeah.
the thrill of coordinated teamwork by leveraging your team's unique strengths.
Here I go!
Oh man, they,
Ready to go!
When
and
the
of
gauge
course I love
fills,
that.
unleashed a powerful
She
prime
still
time,
does the little dance over
overwhelming
there,
enemies
and
with a barrage of
her shoes
relentless
change,
attacks.
of course, which I find
During
always
prime time,
quite
all skill
the most
costs
entertaining
drop
about the
to
weapon
0.
system, that they use the actual
You can go on the
system,
offensive and
that
overwhelm
they
them
actually
without
change the
giving them
model
a chance to fight
of
back.
the weapon.
Finish with a spectacular prime time finish to deal massive damage.
Okay, what is this?
Enjoy the thrill of wiping out your enemies. With new features added and battles powered up, be sure to give it a try.
Man, that's so
The
cool.
power of the
I
heart.
wish she still has her
Persona.
galactic punt though.
The power you awaken by facing the shadow self you have repressed and finally accepted.
What to do?
Normally, each person can wield only one persona. But with a special ability known as Wild, the protagonist can freely switch between various personas. Each persona has its own unique skills and weaknesses. And by switching between them to match the characteristics of your shadow, you can gain the upper hand in battle.
Let's see.
Furthermore, as you fight more battles, your personas level up and learn new skills.
Of course,
Collecting
Izanagi
and
stole
leveling
Rika's shit.
personas expands your
Love
strategic
that animation,
options.
that's really cool.
The Velvet Room is a special space accessible
Oh, that's
only
such a
to
cool
the
animation.
protagonist.
I wonder if that happens every time you go to the Velvet Room.
Here, you can perform persona fusion to combine the protagonist's personas. Combine various personas through trial and error to create your very own ultimate persona. Persona 4 Revival preserves the best of the original while adding new elements. For everyone watching this program, we present a message from the game's producer, Kazuhisa Wada.
Alright, cool.
Hello,
Hell yeah.
my name is Kazuhisa Wada, general producer of the Persona team. Persona 4 builds on a new direction established by Persona 3, refining it into something with a completely different color. While the core gameplay systems are similar, it offers an experience that feels entirely distinct from Persona 3. The story follows a murder mystery
I'm really loving
unfolding in
this
a
Chie
quiet rural
portrait more and
town,
more.
a premise that might sound heavy
Of course,
on
I
its
obviously
own.
have a Chie
But
bias,
paired with
of course,
warm,
because,
endearing characters,
yeah,
the
but
bonds they
still.
forge, a vibrant yellow color palette, and an upbeat, energetic soundtrack, Persona 4 becomes something truly one of a kind. A coming-of-age mystery unlike anything else. Even nearly 20 years later, it continues to be loved by audiences all around the world. That's exactly why we wanted to bring it to even more players using the expressive power and accessibility of the modern Persona series.
Hell
At the
yeah.
same time, we aim to preserve the original experience while bringing the Persona 4 people remember back to life in an even more vivid way. With that vision, we began
Honestly,
development
they did
on
a really
Persona
good
4
job.
Revival.
From what I've seen,
Throughout
with Persona
development,
3
what we
Reload.
valued most
So-
was faithfully delivering the atmosphere players
And,
felt
if
back
anything,
then.
I'm really trusting of this
The
art
pastoral
team behind
charm
it.
of the rural
So,
town of Inaba, the everyday
not as
conversations
more
with
open
friends,
world without
and the gradually
without having a
unfolding
fixed camera
mystery
angle.
and
I think
human drama.
I think they really got nailed
All
this
of
one.
these elements form the heart of the experience, and we've carefully reconstructed them down to the finest detail. At the same time, the gameplay itself has evolved significantly to meet modern standards. From UI improvements to more refined battle pacing and enhanced dungeon playability, we've focused on creating a smooth, stress-free experience. As a team, we are fully committed to delivering something that feels both nostalgic and new.
Yeah, I agree.
In
Like,
the Persona series,
this
music has
Bachelor's.
always played a vital role in shaping both the story and the overall gameplay experience. Persona 4 is no exception. Its soundtrack is an integral part of what makes the game so
I'll
memorable.
go back to my previous
For this
point,
project, we refined all of the original tracks
soon
while
after
preserving
making
their
this.
core appeal. All vocal and battle tracks have been newly rearranged into full-length versions, with additional fine-tuning to better match the game's presentation and pacing. We've
Special
also
is
created a
such
number
bop.
of brand new tracks, including the opening theme and battle music.
Right.
We're
right.
confident that both newcomers experiencing Persona 4 for the first time and longtime fans of the series will find plenty to enjoy in the music. We'll be sharing more details about
Like if
the
I had to guess,
soundtrack
Reach Out
in
for the
the
Truth
future.
might be like
So
the normal
please stay
battle
tuned.
music, while the new
Persona
song
4
will be
Revival
the,
is
like,
a title
the,
we can
surprise
confidently recommend
advancing
even to
battle
those who are
music.
new to the Persona series. At its core, the experience blends deepening bonds with friends in everyday life, with facing the extraordinary, all woven together with a compelling mystery. It's a combination that's easy for anyone to connect with and truly captures the essence of the series. The characters in particular feel incredibly vibrant and alive. It's genuinely a game everyone should experience at least once.
Oh, you know,
At the
4
same
or
time,
5 times
we've
too.
included plenty of elements that will feel fresh and surprising even for those who've already played Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden. I've personally played the game many times and know it inside out, yet during testing, it still felt new.
Hell yeah.
I even found
Okay,
myself
that's good to
genuinely
hear.
enjoying
I mean,
it
obviously
despite
he has
it
a
being
bias,
work,
but
which is pretty
but
rare.
Persona 4 honestly
Of
feels
course,
like one of
there's
those games
new
that I could
content,
play like
but
forever.
even beyond that, the enhancements in overall presentation bring a level of immersion that exceeded my
Like Persona
expectations.
5 itself is
I think
super
players will come away feeling
replayable.
that it's familiar
And
yet
so
new.
them bringing a Persona 5 flair to
We'd
Persona
love
4,
for you to
like
return to
I
Inaba
couldn't ask
and
for more.
experience that unforgettable year once again. Now let's take a look back at the key remake elements featured in this title.
All right.
Please enjoy.
Let's go. Yep, the graphics are better. Ooh. Presentation is a lot, whoa, cleaner, whoa. Defend against shadows, attacks, and stun them to gain advantage. Alright.
Get wrecked!
Send enemies flying, okay. Baton pass. Turn the one more you can pass. Yep.
I'll be fine. Let's attack now. Let's do this! Konohana Sakuya!
How about it?
Prime time. Gives you 3 turns on top of reducing the cost to 0. All attacks will bypass the enemy's resistance and deal direct damage. Which just seems kind of busted, honestly. Like, not busted, but still.
Here's the fun part!
I don't mean that in a jealous way or anything.
All voices in the game have been re-recorded, even minor events.
Besides,
That's great
I'm
to
more the
hear,
advisor
actually.
type, you know?
Oh, you should make a flower too, big bro.
Persona 4
I'm
Revival
not sure about that
will be launching
Yukiko,
on
not
February
Yukiko.
18th,
I'm not sure about that Nanako
2027.
voice. I'll have to hear more of it.
Well, I'm totally in.
We hope you enjoy an irreplaceable year in a peaceful country town.
Oh yeah, and then you have the pre-order bonuses right there. Yeah,
A limited physical collector's edition is available for pre-orders. Please check with retailers for more details.
I mean, it could be if scalpers weren't a thing in this damn world. All right. Wow. Yeah, I'm so goddamn excited. Like I was saying, what the what he was saying earlier, it's an experience that it really does feel nostalgic because it does feel like a timeless story. Like, yeah, not everything about it is timeless. Like some of the story tropes are, kind of, you know, passe, and some of the actual visual elements are, or not visual elements, but the actual elements of the story within the world are have or gone by, because this is a story that takes place in the early 2010s. So, but what I get up but what I get from this and from, Persona 4 in general is that overall it's a story that is about connection and facing the inner self in a way that, you know, not just that you can't just find in any small town, but what you can find where within the bounds of feeling the sways of, just youth and life, and just how much growing up and nostalgia itself, whether it be through watching TV or through exercise and, just living, will give you. And that in that kind of situation where it's just not it's such a complex idea and feeling, nostalgia, and and it's through that nostalgia that we grow into these people who take take in all this media, whether it be through TV or video games, where we try to form ourselves, and when we face ourselves, especially in this day and age. And it really feels like it, it feels genuine in the sense that even though it has a lot of complications behind it between the anime aspects of it and the whole murder mystery part, at its core, it is a coming of age story that builds upon the ideas of youth and togetherness through shared trauma and sharing trauma, and, the insecurities between yourself and your friends and the other people around this small town. And it's really a compact and well put together narrative that I'm excited to re-experience, even though I just experienced it like a month ago again. But yeah, I love God, I love Persona 4. Okay. I'm going to look this up real quick. Persona 4 Revive VAs. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's see. All right, interesting. Okay, so we have at least five confirmed. So we have Nazi Tarsha for Yu Narukami, which I am not familiar with his work. Do I know him from anywhere else? He was in Still Ball Run. Okay. Oh, he was this guy from Solo Leveling. Oh, he was Kafka from Kaiju number 8 too. So this guy right here, Nazi Tarsha, he is the protagonist. Nice, very nice. I look forward to his work. I'm not super familiar with what he does. Oh, I know well, I didn't know he was Grucius, but I do know who Grucius is, so that's good. All right. Let's see. Yosuke is played by Paul Castro Jr. That is interesting. All right. Doesn't look like he has, well, he has some credits, but overall, I'm not too familiar with him either. Well, I hope he does a great job too. He sounded like he was having fun with Yosuke, so I'm hoping he does pretty well. Chie is Ann Yako. Again, I wish I knew who she was, but I actually did. I actually have heard her voice before with Hikaru in Akane Banashi. So I didn't know that was her. So now I do. That's impressive. And she sounded like a pretty decent successor to Erin Fitzgerald. So I think she'll at least nail it. And I hope she nails it. Because man. Oh, and this was Yukiko. Yukiko is Brina Knickerbocker, a voice actor I actually do know. I mainly know her through Fire Emblem because she is, if I can find it, because she is, if I can find it, she is Est. Yeah, there she is. She's Est from Shadows of Valentia and Fire Emblem Heroes, if you want to be technical. Um, yeah, she's also Mika in Rampage of Ice, which I was actually just watching earlier today. She's also Ram, of course. But yeah, I mainly know her as Est from, Fire Emblem. I think she just has a really distinct little sister voice, which is why she always she always left that impression on me when she was, Est. But yeah, that is a voice I am very familiar with, even if it is just like one voice. Because yeah, obviously I know her as Ram and all that, but oh yeah, she was also Sakura. That's right. She's also Sakura from Fire Emblem. But yeah, anyway, oh yeah, see here's Fire Emblem Heroes. Anyway, and then Marie is Ari Thrash. Interesting. So, not too familiar with her work. Doesn't look like she's had a lot of work overall. I didn't know she was Perrin. Interesting. Yeah. And I haven't played any of these or watched any of this. So this will actually be my first time hearing Ari Thrash. And, like noticeably knowing her, you know? But anyway, that is our at least five of our cast members. Interesting. All right. All right. I, I was I was interested on whether Alex Lee would be Yosuke because it would make sense. Uh, because if you don't know, the original Persona 3, Persona 3 series, through Persona 3, Fast, Portable, that was uh the person who played the protagonist was Yuri Lowenthal. And then Yuri Lowenthal returned to Persona 4 who to play Yosuke. So I would have, I mean, I feels like it would have been like at least some sort of a educated guess to see whether if Alex Lee, who played uh, the protagonist in Persona 3 Reload, to play the bro in Persona 4 Revival. I mean, it makes sense to me, but that would have been something. I'd rather have a good performance rather than like some sort of homage performance. So I don't mind that much. Like I think Alex Lee is a fantastic voice actor, and I think he could have nailed Yosuke very well. But hey, maybe he just wasn't the right guy. Maybe they thought, you know, Paul Castro Jr. was the better choice, and they're fair to them. Okay, yeah. And like no hate to Alex Lee. I think he's phenomenal, and especially no hate to Paul Castro Jr. I literally know nothing about him. So anyway, uh, yeah, but I am super excited for this. I cannot wait to play it again. Oh, I mean, I could play it again, to be fair, but yeah. Anyway, anyway,